All right. Hey everybody, what's up? This is Riff, man. We're in downtown Minneapolis. It's Tuesday, so we're going to go down. We're going to hit some food trucks for Tasty Tuesday today. If you haven't given a follow on the other exciting forms of social media, the main channel you want to go to is www.twitch.com/rifftheworld. Give it a follow, even a subscribe, and you'll know when we are live. Otherwise, subscribe on YouTube. YouTube channel is Riff the World. And on Facebook, it's Facebook Riff the World Twitch. So we are down in downtown Minneapolis, where I like to come down, check out the food truck scene. We got this huge, vibrant food truck scene in Minnesota. So we're going to take a little walk and go see it. All right. Let's see what we got. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Getting this all hooked up here. All right, so we're going to go down. Normally where the food trucks are at in Minneapolis is on 2nd Avenue between 5th and 6th Street. So that's what we're going to check out today. They got a ton of them down here. It's super busy. Right about lunchtime, so this is a good time to come on down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit and have a smoke break, let this thing populate up, and we'll take a look and see what we have today. All right, man, there's a ton today. All right, I'm gonna get kind of an outside view. See what we have. Okay, here's a lot. We got Thai street food, Turbo Taco. We've been to Turbo Taco before. What's this one up here? Min Nord empanadas. Dang, yeah. So there's just a ton of stuff. I'm gonna park for a little bit here. There's Adam Zero's, and we'll go for a little walk, see what's up. All right. Man, there are trucks every direction, dude. Every single direction for a couple blocks now. This has gotten busier and busier and busier as the summer's gone on. But they are literally bumper to bumper, like touching each other, going all the way up the street. All right. Hang on a sec. Just gonna do my social media shout-outs real quick. Dang, dude. It's all copy. Go to Twitter. Just doing all my usual social media shout-outs, guys. Live view. There we go. Hop in on Facebook. Oops. Yeah, this is the fun part of my job, hitting all the social media avenues. Ugh. All right. Group. Share the sucker. All right. Yeah, so we're in downtown Minneapolis. We're going to get hitting in just a sec here. Just doing all the necessary, hey, I'm alive. I'm live and I'm down here doing this post. So there we go. There. Group GW. GW. And then one last one. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Okay, so we are live. Like I said, we're downtown Minneapolis. It is Tasty Tuesday. This is something I do every Tuesday. Right now we're down here checking out the food trucks. We're on the corner of 6th Street and 2nd Avenue. And 2nd Avenue is where they've got the trucks all up and down the road. So we are going to, we're going to go on a little hunt and find ourselves the best thing to eat. So let's go, shall we?
I don't know.
All right, all right. Yeah, if you guys look, they are literally lined up and down the side of the street, like bumper to bumper today. So it's huge assortment. They're on for like a block and a half, 2 blocks of just seriously just food trucks everywhere. There we go. All right. Okay. We'll go check it out. Who do we have on this side? There's one like soul truck on this side. What is it? Yummy Tummy. No clue what it is. All right. Oh, it's burgers. Blue cheeseburger, bacon cheese, Western burger, regular cheeseburger, regular hamburger. That's legit. Let's go across and see what this huge lineup is on the usual side there. All right. So we got Butcher Salt inspired street eats. Not sure what inspired street eats are, but let's check it out. Dang, there's a big lineup for a couple of them though. Let's see, Butcher Salt. We got
exercise for me, but
topped browns, hash brown. Oh, cool. Rocky's quesadilla, the Ranger, which is a sandwich, chicken sandwich, a grilled caprese salad. Got World Street Kitchen. I've got a big lineup outside it. Bangkok burrito, Korean barbecue short ribs, curry chicken. Yeah, that's got a huge lineup outside it. All right, you got Alimama's samosas. Los Ocampo's down here. Los Ocampo's a restaurant down on Lake that's outstanding. Good Mexican food, great tacos. We got Pimento Jamaican Kitchen with the Jamaican jerk chicken. We got that two Tuesdays ago. Jerk chicken, veggie pork, the One Love. One Love is great. One Love is Jamaican jerk pork, Jamaican jerk chicken, served with fried plantains and red beans and rice. We got sandwiches, barbecue pulled pork and chicken, Calbee pork, pasilla chicken sandwich, burrito, quesadillo, tacos. Good stuff there. Good looking stuff there. Let's see what else we got. There's Eastern Promises. You got a Turkish gyro, shrimp fried rice, veggie fried rice, a shrimp skewer, and cut fries. Man, they got a lot of stuff today. Keep going. Brava on wheels. He's got barbacoa short rib sandwich, tropical coconut fish tacos, vegetarian red curry, beef bibimbap bowl, grilled salmon, pretzel, pulled steak sandwich, tropical coconut, shrimp tacos, red curry, dang. All right, that looks good. Passion flower, functional beverages, and superfoods. Still not entirely sure what a superfood is. I've looked it up, and I know what a superfood is. I'm still just not totally sold on it. Sushi burritos, fresh bowls. They got a pork belly bowl. They got a beef bowl, Hawaiian poke bowl, sushi bowl, veggie burrito, pork belly burrito. You're doing a sushi burrito, so it's like an Asian Mexican fusion. It's tacos nacho. Tacos nacho. You got your tacos, you got your tortas. If you've never had a torta, that's like a legit sandwich. Burrito, quesadilla, different bowls. All right. Potter's pasties, which is always awesome. Every time I've ever had Potter's, it's been spot on. And that one down there, that's hot and savory. So I am wondering what we should hit today, as far as food. I mean, here's the problem you run into. You come down here and there are so many freaking amazing options. We got a lot of farm to table. We've got a lot of really good chefs who aren't in a restaurant. They just happen to be in a food truck. The culinary scene in Minneapolis is seriously gigantic, and the food truck scene is just off the hook. Both Minneapolis and St. Paul have giant assortments of just dynamite food trucks. So it's always a tough choice when we come down here. All right, so given everything that's here, I'm trying to decide what we should get. It's kind of a tricky call. I mean, Potter's pasties. Potter's is outstanding. The meat pies, and they do it up. It's super like flaky. It's just completely filled with meat, potatoes, veg. Ooh, we've got the elote, the corn. They've got the corn with the use Mexican mayo and the cochita cheese, I believe it is, on there, and they spice it up. It's really good. Fresh bowls, God. You guys, too many choices. That's the problem we're running into. Too many choices. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook right now, if you hop over to www.twitch.com/rifftheworld, the reason I like to have people watch there is you can take part in the live interactive chat we've got going on throughout the entire stream, and that will give you the opportunity to interact, quite frankly. Give your opinions. I mean, if you see something that looks like you're like, yeah, you should definitely check that out. That'll give you the chance to say, go get that one, try the short ribs, try this, try that. So again, it's www.twitch.com/riff, RIFF, the THE world, WORLD, and you can take part in the interactive chat. Hey, computer chick, thanks for the host. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Trying to decide what to get today. That's the best and worst part about Tasty Tuesday, is coming down and just trying to decide what, I'm going to come down and get one item for lunch, and it's what should it be? Barbecue pork and chicken. Yeah, there's so much. Also, you guys, let me know. I just put a new windscreen on the cam, so let me know if that helps the audio, cuts the wind at all.
Exactly, yes.
Ambusa. Maybe we should see what the lineup is for World Kitchen. Because, yeah, it's quite the lineup. They got cookies, the Bangkok burrito. Dang, there's so much, you guys. Butcher's salt is intriguing me. Except I'm not a huge hash browns guy. All right. So So yeah, I'm definitely open to suggestions on what to grab today. There is so flipping much. There's the Thai place, Adam Zero's. Man, there's a lot. There's a ton. Oh, hey, we got to check out Salty G's birthday. Happy birthday, Salty G. Awesome. And yeah, definitely you guys make sure to check out Salty G's stream today. Just check her out on Twitch, twitch.com / what is it, Mrs. Salty G? Yeah, it is, / Mrs. Salty G. All right. Let's see. Check this out again. The Ranger. So the Ranger is a sandwich served with fries, chicken strips, bacon, sauteed onions, sauteed peppers, chipotle cheese sauce.
Sorry. I just want to let you know I didn't call it out loud.
All right. Hey, thanks for dropping that link for her. All right. I don't know. Computer chick, what should we try? Should we do World Street Kitchen? There's a ton down here, so I mean I'm definitely open to suggestions. Yeah, it's a great problem to have, having to decide which of the dozens of food trucks to eat from. World Street. And we've had the sambusas over in St. Paul, and they were outstanding. Los Ocampo is always good. That's like Los Ocampo is good like 100% of the time.
He's dropping.
That's all right. Yeah, Los Ocampo is phenomenal. We got Los Ocampo's got a restaurant on Lake Street. Just absolutely outstanding food, though. Yeah, always try the marinated pork, the El Pastor. Right. It's decent.
Good tip.
Yep. We did pimento. What was it? 2 weeks ago, we did the One Love pimento Jamaican jerk. We'll try something new today. We're gonna see if we can find something new. Barbecued pulled pork, chicken, the Calbee pork. Okay, computer chick, what do you think I should get? Because there is basically infinity food down here, and it's just a matter of finding. It's not even finding it. Finding is no problem. It's a matter of settling on one. Turkish gyros for fried rice. Brava on Wheels seems interesting. Clean truck. Very nice. Pardon me? Alright. Alright, I gotta figure out which one. Korean style beef, rice, kimchi, microgreens, sesame seeds, fried egg, veggies, sweet and sour sauce. Oh my god, that sounds good too. Yeah, it is absolutely brutal trying to decide what I want. I can always just go by what smells the best. That kind of never lets you down when you go that direction. All right. By the way, if you're just joining us, this is Riff from Riff the World. It's Tasty Tuesday, so we're in downtown Minneapolis, checking out the food truck scene down here. Every Tuesday we come down, we try out a different food truck, or we do a food challenge. We go to different ethnic restaurants, all kinds of stuff. And every Tuesday I seem to have the same problem. It's not a matter of finding good stuff to eat. It's deciding on, which, if I'm only going to pick one this week, deciding on which thing to get. So that's where my major conundrum comes in. All right. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook, I want you to hop over to Twitch. Reason being, we keep an interactive chat room going throughout the entire stream. So you go to www.twitch.com/riff with 2 F's, RIFF, the world, THEWORLD. That will allow you to take part in chat, give suggestions. If you see something that you're like, man, you got to try that, that's your opportunity to throw that out there. All right. Okay, so I'm starting to narrow down a zone at least. Good short rib. I think should we try the beef bowl? Should we try the... There's a lot, you guys. There's so much. Oh, something smells just outstanding here. Let's figure out what that is. No, it's not it.
This one is good. I've had this one good.
The taco place is smelling good. Pimento always smells amazing.
Going for it.
Are you? It's awesome, brother. Los Campos is always phenomenal. Ooh, something smells really good. All right, I think I'm narrowing down what I want to check out. I'm interested in what this Bangkok burrito is. Korean short rib. Try the flour tortilla stuffed with fried rice, secret sauce, cilantro, and basil. Now let's try that. We'll give that one a go, I think. All right. Hey, can I do the Bangkok burrito, though, with the barbecue short rib? And can I get a Coke? Awesome.
Anything else for you?
That'd be it. All right. There we go. I'm 104, guys. I'm 104. Yeah, it smells delicious, you guys. Thank you. There we go.
103, 123,
Okay, guys.
114.
So we are going to be trying today. We're trying World Street Kitchen. We're doing World Street Kitchen, and we are doing the Bangkok burrito. So it's a flour tortilla stuffed with fried rice, secret sauce, cilantro, and basil, and we're doing the Korean barbecued short ribs. I think Computer Chick, I think it was you that it was either last week or the week before suggested we go for the short rib. So we're gonna check that out. In the we're gonna check out the short ribs of the Bangkok burrito. World Street Kitchen does have a website. It's eatwsk.com, and they do have a Twitter and apparently a Facebook. It's it's at eatwsk1. So if you want to check out their Twitter, you want to check out their Facebook, that's where you can check them out. You want to check them out on the web, www.eatwsk.com. So again, we're gonna try the Bangkok burrito. It's Korean short ribs. It's tortilla. It's got fried rice. It's got cilantro. It's got basil. It's got their secret sauce, and we are, I guess, lucky number 104. So we're gonna see how this pans out. Figure that in a Coke. That's the way to go. So today's Tasty Tuesday. We're gonna try some fusion. But yeah, watching just everybody walking by with just incredible food. It's so funny because every time I come here, I see like 3 or 4 more things I want to try. So it's always a bit of a challenge trying to pick, just trying to pick one. All right. So if you guys also want to check out, I just uploaded on Twitch. I just uploaded
36, 138, 108.
I just uploaded my indoor skydiving video from last week, and we still have the raw video from the Dark Arts Festival, the CD release party for those 2 bands. So again, you go to www.twitch.com/rifttheworld, and you can check all of that out there. But they actually got at iFly. They actually got me suited up, got me in there, and I went for it, and I flew. So that was a hell of a thing. Yeah, iFly was awesome, by the way. We also have the footage from the MSRA back to the 50s. Haven't had a chance to edit that down yet because I was there all 3 days, and so I've got like literally 30 hours of footage to go through. But I'm going to get that all put together here pretty quick. We've got a number of upcoming events too that I'm going to be putting out on the events page on Facebook under the events section. We're going to put that out there, and I have to add those again also to Twitch. So best way to find out what's going on, really the best way, is www.twitch.com/rifttheworld. and you'll be able to check out what's going on, check out when we're going to be live, and you know, you can do a follow, costs you nothing. But if you want to subscribe, you can subscribe for free with Amazon Prime. You simply link your Amazon to your Twitch at the subscribe area, and you get a free subscription while helping to financially support the channel. Otherwise, if you just want to follow, get notified when we go live, that costs you absolutely nothing. Just go on to www.twitch.com/rifftheworld, RIFFTHEWORLD, and click the follow button. But yeah, we're gonna drop down here pretty quick. And it's nice, the weather's holding out. Knock on wood, I've had some fantastic luck on my Tuesdays with beautiful weather. It's supposed to rain here.
117, 139, 118, 141.
All right, that's a lot of numbers. Let's see if we win when they call out our number. This stuff sounds awesome though. So computer check, yeah, I'm trying the short ribs. I think that was either last week or the week before you suggested I go for that. So we're trying it from World Street Kitchen today. But yeah, Minneapolis has an amazingly vibrant culinary scene. 15, 20 years ago when I moved to Minnesota, your options were like Applebee's, TGI Fridays. It was all big chains and stuff like that. And the cities have kind of undergone a little bit of a foodie revolution, and we've got all of a sudden all these chefs coming in, all these amazing, one-off restaurants, which are the best type in my opinion, and a lot of farm to table, fresh dining, a lot of really unique culinary stuff. So it started with the restaurants and the good chefs, and we've got James Beard award-winning chefs and Michelin star restaurants, and all of a sudden you're getting kind of that next generation of foodie who didn't want to dump $1 million into opening up a restaurant and worrying about a staff. Instead, you've got amazingly, fresh, locally sourced, in many cases, foods, served food truck style. And we've got this gigantic, I know it's all over the country right now, the food truck scene is just getting massive. But Minneapolis, it's on a level that you would never expect.
129, 104, 145.
Here we go, 104.
143.
All right. Ready?
104.
Yep.
Set that right in there.
Okay.
Green barbecue
Okay.
and a Coke.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, have a good one.
Thanks.
143. Green barbecue.
All right, I know what this is. I know what the sriracha is. What's this sauce?
Sambal, like,
Oh, yeah, done. Done and done. Sambal chili paste is awesome.
Yes, sir.
All right. Boom, 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 boom. Gotta remember napkins. Half the time I forget napkins when I do this. All right. Got my soda in my pocket. Got my Sambal chili sauce. We're gonna check this out. This thing looks pretty spot on though. All right, we're gonna go over and we're gonna grab ourselves some real estate to park ourselves on, and we're gonna dive in and see if these short ribs are half as good as they sounded. Though my guess is they're gonna be a whole lot better than half as good. So we're checking out, if you're just joining us, this is Riff the World. It's Tasty Tuesday. We do this every single Tuesday around noon Central. We are down in downtown Minneapolis on 2nd Avenue between 6th and 7th, and we're checking out all of the huge variety of food trucks we've got. And it's definitely a full house today up on the risers. All right, so we're going to find a slightly different place to camp. Let us see. All right, so we are going to park ourselves in a slightly different place. Boom, boom, boom. Well, actually, I see some space up there. All right, so they got this cool place to kind of hang and sit and eat your lunch. All right, Sambal chili sauce. Fork. Short rib burrito. Done run bag. And we're gonna gonna park ourselves up. Gotta get my Coke out of my pocket. Found $1. I'm already ahead. All right, we're gonna go like this. Park ourselves just like this. Okay, so Computer Chick here, the one who suggested the last week, I think it was, you suggested that we try the short rib. So what we're doing is, this is World Street Kitchen. It's a short rib burrito, and this thing's hot. I'm gonna actually let that cool down for a sec. If you're just joining us, this is Tasty Tuesday. I'm Riff from Riff the World. Wait, I'm seeing a new emote. What we got? Oh, that's legit. That is a truly legit emote. All right, so we're in downtown Minneapolis. We're on 2nd Avenue between 5th, pardon me, oh yeah, 5th and 6th. 2nd Avenue, yeah, between 5th and 6th Streets. Got the light rail train going on right behind me. Make sure we are alive. Hang on one second. Boom, 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 boom. So good, so good. Just gonna make sure we're still streaming. Sometimes the signal down here gets jammy. There we go. All right, so this is our Korean short rib burrito. It's Korean short ribs. It's their special sauce. It's fried rice, cilantro and basil, all in a tortilla. And this is from World Street Kitchen. I got a little sambal oleg chili sauce, which is a garlic chili sauce. Got napkins, because I always forget napkins. We're gonna check this thing out. Oh wow. Oh my god. Okay, this is legit. I'm not even gonna describe it to you. I'm gonna have another bite. Hang on. Wow. So good, so good. It is unbelievable. The thing is completely full, like stuffed with rice, fresh basil, fresh cilantro. The short rib, the meat is just melty, and whatever their special sauce is amazing. Dude, this is so legit. Holy crap. Now we're gonna try. It's spicy to begin with, by the way, which is kind of nice. Normally, Minnesotans, I always used to joke that they had 3 spices here. They had salt, pepper, and ketchup. World Street Kitchen's got this thing down, man. If you want to check them out online, it was eatwsk.com. But yeah, World Street Kitchen is great. So this is a short rib. It's an Asian short rib burrito. It is a warm tortilla, a warm flour tortilla. It's filled with fried rice, Korean barbecued short ribs, fresh cilantro, fresh basil, and I don't know, their sauce is either like made out of crack or something, because it's delicious. And I just want to keep eating it. Oh yeah, I know it's that kind of special sauce. Ooh, this thing is seriously insane though. Minneapolis, St. Paul has got literally the best freaking food truck scene of any city. I grew up in Milwaukee and Chicago. Okay, so we always had a huge food scene in particular Chicago, obviously. Nothing like this. The food scene up here, the food scene is so crazy. If you've ever considered any culinary tourism, you know, checking out a place for the weekend, checking out some places a week, you know, to eat, the last thing you would expect, is Bangkok burrito, man. That's exactly what this damn thing is. It's this thing is lit. If you've ever wanted to check out a place, you know, for a weekend trip and just surprise the crap out of yourself when it comes to the food, because you're not going out to, you don't have to, I got a bug, little mosquito-y thing on the camera. You guys was about to look like like Godzilla was attacking me or something if you went across the lens. But if you ever want to check out a place that has just insane food, both Minneapolis and St. Paul, Minnesota, last place in the world you'd expect to get stuff like this, has this amazing, exciting culinary community. And what's even more exciting about it, what's even cooler about it is you don't have to go to a restaurant and spend, you know, $100 for some, you know, fusion food or something like that, but you're getting these top chefs who have their food trucks. And I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. If you are a chef and you're passionate about the food, you want to do good farm to table, you want to do good locally sourced fresh ingredients, you want to do that stuff, you want to keep passionate about the food, why would you want to have to worry about the rent and the accounting and the human resources and the staff and all the overhead and all the crap that comes along with a restaurant? Food trucks just make sense for that. And we've got this just massive food truck community in both Minneapolis and St. Paul. So you can come here and you can go eat outstanding food, cheap. And I mean, this is street food at its absolute best. Yeah, it's really good stuff. I'm having another bit of this. This is delicious. Oh my God. The beef short rib through here is so tender and so sweet. Good Korean barbecue. It's contrasted with a spicy sauce. It's contrasted with the savory of the fried rice. And then that freshness of the cilantro and the basil just kind of pops at you. It's actually wicked cheap. All you have to pay is a license fee in Minneapolis. Maybe that's part of why it's, it's so successful. That they're not milking these guys out of all kinds of money. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. New York City. I mean, they used to joke about years ago about the hot dog cart mafia, and same with Chicago, the hot dog cart mafia. That you get the same shitty hot dogs on every. We always call them dirty water hot dogs. You get the same dirty water hot dogs on like whatever corner you went to. Because if you wanted to have a food truck, you basically had to get in with the people who own the rights to all these corners. No, I know exactly what you're talking about here. It's just getting licensure, which is not stupid expensive, but they don't have to pay. Don't have to pay like a per fee to get it. They've got just an entire, it's an entire couple block here. Let me show you. It's an entire couple block area. If you look, there's an intersection down there. Now that's the corner of 6th Street and 2nd Avenue. And I don't know if you can see, it's kind of distant here in the camera shot, but all the way up here and even across the road there, and then in other directions and across the road there, as well as the next street over on Marquette. One of the best kept secrets in the area for food trucks is Philly Express. They've got these huge, stupidly good, oh, here, our friend the mosquito's back, hang on. Go, be free, god dang. This is a persistent little son of a bitch. But one of the best kept secrets in downtown for food trucks is actually a block over on Marquette. Usually it's at Marquette and about 6th to 7th. So it's on Marquette Avenue. And it's between 6th and 7th Street. Hang on. This is going to be loud. There we go. Got rid of them. But yeah, that place is called Philly Express. And they toast the bun and the steak is just so tender. They give you so much. There's this option to get it with extra, like double the meat portion. I don't know where the hell they put it, because like the bun can hardly hold the meat portion that's in it to begin with. These things are like think a foot-long sub at Subway, but not shitty. They're absolutely huge. Hey, thanks for the follow, Smoke. Welcome. So just right now, to catch anybody up, We are in downtown Minneapolis. We are off of 2nd Avenue. We're between 5th and 6th Street. It's Tasty Tuesday on Riff the World, and we're checking out the food trucks. And right now what I'm eating is I'm eating from World Street Kitchen. It's www.eatwsk.com. They have got a short rib burrito, so it's like an Asian fusion type of thing. It is beautiful Korean beef short rib inside it. Super tender, just amazing. It is fried rice. It's their sauce, which, you know, what it's similar to, it's a spicy version of, if you ever been like a Benihana or one of those Japanese restaurants where they flip shrimp in your eye and you're supposed to catch it and all that other crap. If you ever been to a place like that and they've got that creamy sauce, that seafood sauce that they've got, picture that kind of mayo-y sauce that's so good on the fried rice. Picture that, but spicy. And that's kind of what the sauce is like. And then that's contrasted with, you know, fresh cilantro leaves and fresh basil leaves, so you get that pop of freshness in there. And it's spicy to begin with. I like, you know, there's not enough spicy, hot, and crazy stuff in the world. So I'm topping it with a little Sambalola chili sauce, which is just legit. Yep, no, Floss, I live in Minneapolis. I'm actually from a southwest suburb called Savage. So a lot of my streams are Minnesota-based, but I do get around too. I did, 8 days at Mardi Gras in New Orleans, Louisiana. Did a presidential visit. I've done a few different things out and about, and I've got a bunch of... I've only been streaming, by the way, since the middle of January, so I'm still early into my thing, but I quit my job, bought a bunch of equipment, and said I'm going to try this because, you know, I'm going to go do stuff I like, basically. I got sick of doing stuff I didn't like and doing stuff for other people. I'm like, I'm just going to go do stuff I like. So every Tuesday, I do Tasty Tuesday. Normally, I hit Minneapolis or St. Paul for the food truck scene, though I've had it a couple other places. Done on Bourbon Street. I've done it, you know, I've got Chicago coming up. I got Milwaukee coming up. A few other places. But I'll tell you what, I was thinking about him when I started booking up a lot of travel, and I'm like, I would be a fool not to show everybody what's going on in Minnesota, because there's really so much, particularly for a foodie. This was Minneapolis and St. Paul. They were called by USA Today. They were in the top 10 underrated or unknown foodie destinations, you know, for foodies. I mean, we have got a place called Midtown Global Market on Lake Street, okay? This is like just not even in downtown. We've got this place, it's Midtown Global Market. It's a global market. It's a huge, like, international global mall. And, you know, we love us some malls in Minnesota. We got Mall of America and all that. But this place has a food court of all privately held little gourmet places. It was called by Bon Appetit magazine the best food court in the country, and it's almost completely unknown to people. So we've got this just gangbuster, exciting foodie scene here, as is really well evidenced by the food trucks. That's really what got me started on Tasty Tuesdays. Our food truck scene, we've got a lot of farm to table, a lot of locally, you know, fresh source ingredients. We've got chefs that should be working at the Bellagio in Vegas who don't want to deal with the bullshit and just want to appreciate the food, so they're opening food trucks. They don't have to deal with HR. They don't have to deal with the overhead. They don't have to come up with millions of dollars for a location. They don't have to deal with employees and all that. So it's resulted in affordable, incredible food. Definitely a place worth checking out. I mean, if you're within road trip distance, I'd call that 10 hours or less by car. If you're within road trip distance, doing a weekend up here, it just makes sense. You've got Mall of America, you've got an amusement park, you got Valley Fair, you got the indoor amusement park in case it rains at Mall of America. There's all kinds of cool stuff. We have a phenomenal music scene. We've got little acts like Prince come from here. We got this crazy music scene, crazy foodie scene, crazy theater scene. And if you want to just go for the forced fun and excitement, you got that Mall of America. So there's all kinds of stuff to do up here. I'm going to dive back into this, so this thing is too good to let get cold. Oh my God. It's so good. So good. So Floss, where are you from? No, Floss and Dab. That's great. Yeah, let me know where you're from. I'm starting to put together. Starting to put together because I'm a total foodie. Again, I'm starting to put together some ideas for some destinations. You know, again, my thought process is, you know, maybe within road trip, as I consider 10 hours to be road trip distance, within road trip distance radius from me, I want to put together a number of different places to go and check out. Oh, Cali. Cali's got great food, guy. You've got access to phenomenal seafood, fresh meats, really fresh produce. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, welcome. I'm what a lot of people in California or New York call flyover country, but you know, the thing is, when people are calling it flyover country, this is definitely an area you don't want to miss. You don't want to just fly right over. What part of Cali are you from? You weren't in the earthquakes that just happened? That like, what was the 7.1 that just hit? I think that was outside of, what was that? Outside LA? Cookout. Tell me about Cookout. It's so good, so good. I'm planning on maybe getting out to Cali, to San Diego, which I believe is German for a whale's vagina, for TwitchCon in September. So I'm thinking about hitting it. I haven't decided yet. I don't know if it'd be worth it, other than to be like, hey, I was at TwitchCon. It was the middle of nowhere, like, good. Well, as long as you're safe, dude. That's the last thing I'd want to see happen is anyone get hurt just because the Earth decided it wanted to go over there 3 feet or something like that. Oh my God, really? I love milkshakes. Milkshakes are so underrated. My absolute favorite is, it's real simple. It's chocolate malt with raspberry, like fresh raspberry in it. So it's like literally just a malted chocolate, chocolate malt with fresh raspberries in it. There's something about that balance that's, and not like a raspberry syrup, because then that's too sweet, but like the freshness in the raspberries is just so amazing. Dude, that place sounds great. I'm gonna have to check that out. Look at this. So this is the World Street Kitchen Grill. Look how much, I don't want to lose any of it. Look how much beef short rib is in this. I don't know if you can see it real well, but this thing is just chock full of, Korean, like almost a kalbi, Korean beef. It is so good. Oh my God. Hey, computer check, if you're still here, short rib. I think it was last week you told me to get short ribs. Good suggestion. Real good suggestion. Hey, thanks for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome to Rift the World. Yeah, so every Tuesday I do this. When it's nice out, I do food trucks. When it's not so nice out, I try to go to unique ethnic restaurants and stuff like that. And then once it becomes winter, and in Minnesota, the winters are, like you've heard, they are really that brutal. When that happens, I plan to go around and find all the food challenges in town. There's a place that's got a 1 meter long bratwurst. There's a place that's got a 10-pound bowl of pho. There's a place with a 3-foot banh mi sandwich. So there's some like legit crazy, stupid, eat lots of food stuff. So when it becomes cave time, hibernation time in Minnesota, and food trucks aren't so much an option, that's when I'm going to go do that. But it was kind of fun. First food truck I found out for the entire year was this couple from Russia who do pierogies and stuffed cabbage rolls. And I was talking about the very first Tasty Tuesday I did. I was actually coming down to go to an ethnic restaurant. I saw a food truck out. This is like February. It was like, what the hell are you doing outside, So I go up to them, and they're like, I literally asked them, like, what the hell are you doing outside? And they're like, oh, he's not so bad. He is not so bad. Back in Russia, this is not close. Back in Russia, they were like from like the Siberia area. They're from like Siberia. They come to Minneapolis and open a food truck, and they're open in February. And you know what? It was awesome. It was just stupid good. Really neat couple. The husband and wife, they run their own truck. It's not like formal chef training. They're cooking like Russian comfort food, and that's what they put together. And it was amazing. And then the lady liked me and gave me a free dessert, which was fun too. Oh my God, it was this like a crepe. It's basically a Russian version of a crepe with like warm chocolate in it and fresh like. She was back in there like literally, with a whisk whipping cream. Like you can use a hand mixer and you still made legit fresh whipped cream, right? I mean, you're still like, you get mad props for fresh whipped cream if you use an electric beater. She's got a whisk. If you ever made fresh whipped cream with a whisk, I usually give up after about a half hour and get out the hand mixer and just destroy it. But yeah, it was so good. So good. It was amazing. They're called I, like the letter I, like iPhone, I Pierogi. So if you ever want to look them up, check them out. They weren't real techie, but they're called I Pierogi. Sweetest couple you're ever going to meet in the world. Got me totally sold on doing the food trucks and helping people who are really, supporting people who are really just following their passions. So that's cool. Do you have a lot of food trucks by you, Floss? Do you have a lot of food trucks by you in California? So good. This is just magical. By the way, I now see why there was such a big line for World Street Kitchen. They nailed it. I love places like that, by the way, too, because things like World Street Kitchen, their menu always changes based on what's fresh and in season. Are you live in a small town? That's all right, though. I've been thinking about trying to do a thing where I run around to like small town cafes and stuff like that. I don't know if it would start to get redundant because I mean, a lot of small town cafes will have like incredible food, right? Incredible big breakfasts and burgers and things like that. My only fear would be that it would get, the thing would get stale a little bit in that they might be too similar. I don't know. I love small town cafes too. I've got one I have a cabin in Wisconsin, and the cafe in town is called Eat. It's just called Eat. Literally, you got a sign out, it's called Eat. Their menus don't have a name on it. The place is literally, it's like, you want to eat? Yeah, let's go to Eat. I mean, it's called Eat. It's in a town of like 130 people. It's hysterical. Oh my God, it was so good, so good. The Korean barbecue sauce on the short rib is sweet and it's savory. It's so unbelievable. Everything blends so well in this thing. I'm not gonna lie too. So like when they hand me the burrito, I'm thinking, well, this is small. It's like, I don't know. I think Chipotle has spoiled us on how big a burrito is, but not on how good, but on how big a burrito is supposed to be. So I was thinking, this is small. Dude, I was wrong. This is so much food. Total win. And they got that Sambal Olik chili sauce, which is an Asian spicy chili pepper sauce with a lot of garlic in it. It makes a wonderful topping in this. Oh my God, so good. Thank you for the host, Caleb. Appreciate it. So if you're just joining us, by the way, I'm Riff from Riff the World. This is Tasty Tuesday. Every Tuesday I check out local food trucks, I check out ethnic restaurants, food challenges. Today, we're eating from World Street Kitchen. We're in downtown Minneapolis on 2nd Avenue between 5th and 6th Streets. And they've got out today, probably a dozen and a half, 2 dozen food trucks. What I'm having from World Street Kitchen is this amazing, like fusion Asian burrito. Okay, so it's a warm flour tortilla stuffed with Korean short rib, beef short rib, fried rice, this sauce that's outstanding, and then like fresh sprigs of both basil and cilantro to give it this fresh pop. And it is so good. This thing is just so delicious. Caleb, hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Riff the World. Appreciate it. Where are you from? By the way, this is my favorite day of the week. I'm not even gonna lie. I love doing Tasty Tuesday. All right. I like Arizona. Good. It's so good. Every time I'm about to say something, I take a bite and I get too excited and I go back to thinking about my burrito. That's cool. Yeah, so today we're checking out food trucks, and I'm going to give a little pan around. It's cleared out down here with the employees who came down for their lunch hour. But you can see we've got like every direction from that intersection down there. If you can see, it's kind of far away. But every direction there's just up and down. And really over behind me there's some more food trucks. And there's a couple dozen down here. I come out every Tuesday to do this, and I've been singularly super lucky as far as the weather's gone. With this, it's like every time I seem to come out, it doesn't rain. It's nice. We're supposed to have rain today, but it held off. It's like, hey, Jeremy, you need to eat this short rib burrito because you need to be fatter. You need to do Tasty Tuesday. It held off, so that's totally awesome. Actually, you guys don't get a lot of rain. Do you get much rain? I mean, I know you don't get a ton of rain in Arizona, or California for that matter. Where Floss, where you're from. How much? So curiosity. I mean, I actually don't know the answer. How much rain does Arizona get every year? Because I always picture Arizona as being just a crazy dry place. And I know a lot of people do the snowbird thing. From up here in Minnesota, a lot of older people, they'll in the winter go down to Arizona, like Phoenix, and then they come back during the summertime. Oh, how long? I started streaming the middle of January of this year, and I basically just quit my corporate job, got what's called a gun run backpack, so I've got basically got really nice mobile equipment. Decided I'm going to live stream for a living. Actually, at first I was doing video games like me and everybody else, until I realized I was bored. I got bored really fast. I'm pretty hyper, so I was got bored pretty quick. So, this is January now. Okay, so by February 8th, so January 15th I start streaming. By February 8th, I bought a bunch of live stream equipment and went down and streamed for 8 days and 8 nights from Mardi Gras in New Orleans, Louisiana. Learned a ton down there, like how to turn the camera away really fast so you don't lose your Twitch channel. That was a challenge, because everything they say about what happens down at Mardi Gras, that's real, by the way. Wow, seriously? Not since the middle of last year? That's crazy. Well, that's why I think a lot of the older people from here will go down there, because it's dry. It's not. I think the humidity has something to do with how they're feeling and health and all that. The middle of last year. That's insane. I can't even picture that. We've had we got flooding everywhere here. We've had 20 inches in the last month. That's crazy, dude. Are you originally from Arizona? Wow. I can't picture going that long without rain. Not that I like rain, because I really don't like rain. But, wow. Oh my God, guys, this thing is so huge. I'm almost done with it, though. I'll tell you, World Street Kitchen, so good, so good. It's a total win. So how much rain do you guys? So like, if you haven't had rain since the middle of last year, like, how much do you get when you get it? Is it like a sprinkle, or do you get like monsoon, or I don't know how that. I don't know how that works down in your area. Well, we get 8 fish. No. Oh my God, this is so good. All right, about to kill my short rib burrito here. Oh wow. Okay. Do you do lawns then if you don't get the rain? I mean, do you have like grassy? Forgive my ignorance. Do you have grassy lawns, or do you like landscape it with plants, or I don't put astroturf, or what do you do? I suppose you could put in like sprinkler systems. Oh my God, really? Like you get 20 inches of rain and that's it. It's like, okay, see you next year. It's got to be kind of nice, though. It'd be great to play baseball down there, not a lot of rainouts. You get one a year for 20 minutes. Wow. That's crazy, dude. You landscape it? Cool. I would think that would make the most sense. You have like cactus and stuff, or like what do they call the succulent plants, the ones that don't take as much, don't take a lot of water, like on a regular basis, but instead little they get situated and they're good to go. That's cool, dude. I gotta get down there. I used to go to, we went to the Fiery Food Show that was in Arizona one time. And I think they had it in Hatch, New Mexico for a little bit, and it kind of went back and forth. But I went down to the Fiery Food Show, which was like basically a hot sauce competition, hot sauce salsa competition, and food show and stuff like that. That was out in Arizona. We play hockey. That's legit. So you get no snow ever, no you get rain once a year, and it's like I'm on ice. I'm in Arizona. That's awesome, dude. Up here in Minneapolis, up in Minnesota where I am. A lot of hockey. I mean, might as well just call this like, now you have North Dakota and South Dakota. This might as well just be South Canada. A lot of hockey here. It's kind of it's a big deal. We have the Wild over in St. Paul. They're pretty good. That's awesome. Oh, cool, man. I just found out, it wasn't very long ago, like a year ago, that in the southwest part of Minnesota, we actually have naturally growing cactus. We actually have cactuses, and I was like, "The shit," it blew me away. I'm like, it just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, we have snow. Why the fuck would we have cactuses? So, I always forget we are on kind of the northern tip of the Great Plains, which. Translation, like the northern tip of Tornado Alley. We're on like the northern tip of the Great Plains. So in the southwest of the state, it's a completely different topography than what we've got in Minneapolis. In Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul, we're in like river valleys. It's like a really cool area for that. I mean, it's really pretty neat. But down there, you think about it, it's like, yeah, it was the Great Plains. It makes a lot of sense. Cool. Yeah, we love us some hockey in Minnesota. That's a big thing. We like hockey. We love football, even though our team has always sucked ass. The Vikings. They like get the chance to maybe go to the Super Bowl, and so they do things like take a knee. Or it's not good. But we still love them. Actually, I don't. I like the Packers. Don't tell people around here; they'll get angry. People are weird about the Packer-Viking thing up here. It's funny because like Vikings fans have this rivalry with Packers fans. Packers fans don't. They have a rivalry with the Bears. So I can't figure it out. Oh wow! Now today is a very good. My nose is ringing. It was spicy. It was like, but it wasn't like, oh damn, this is hot. It was that nice building You know, if you've ever had a habanero versus like a cayenne pepper, and a cayenne pepper, boom, it's like a firecracker, or a Thai chili pepper, boom, it's like a firecracker. Hits you right away. The heat hits you right away. Where a habanero or jalapeno, it's a slow build, it's a slow burn, and it's just as you eat it, that's how it gets to you. This was that type of heat, so it was really well done in that it wasn't that firecracker heat, it was that beautiful slow build, so you know you're eating something spicy, but in no way, shape, or form did it interfere with the flavors and all the good, all the goodness going on. It's 95. We are at like, I think it's cooled off a bit. We're like 78. Well, we were in the 90s all last week, pretty much, and then we've got this crazy humidity that happens. So, like the effective or the heat index would be like 106, and it gets really. Today you can feel it a little bit, even though it's not stupid hot. It's definitely going to rain at some point here, so it's like oppressively close. Like the air feels heavy and moist. I can make it really like prom. No, if the air feels, Jesus, the air. I apologize to my prom date from back then, and no, she wasn't heavy. Anyway, I totally went sideways with that. Dude, I like that. That Texas, that New Mexico, that Arizona, that like wicked dry heat that you guys get. I mean, not down by the Gulf. The Gulf in Texas is a whole different animal, but the other side, that really super hot, dry heat, because it's not. You get to enjoy the heat, but it's not that heavy, humid. Yeah, you caught the avenue. I almost went down. Yeah. Sarah, if you're watching, yeah, I didn't mean to say that to you back in prom, and hey, if you're watching, good to talk to you after all these years. Cripes. Yeah, it was a disaster, wasn't it? It's a good time to throw out, hey, this is Riff the World on Twitch. Today is Tasty Tuesday. Every Tuesday we check out the food trucks and the culinary scene and the ethnic foods and the food challenges around the area. We're in downtown Minneapolis right now. We're on 2nd Avenue between 5th and 6th Street. And we just had World Street Kitchen, and dude, that was so legit. I had a fusion burrito, okay? It was the warm flour tortilla. It was stuffed with Korean barbecue short rib. Boneless, obviously, because a burrito with bones in it would suck. No, but boneless. It had fried rice in it. It had this awesome sauce in it, and it had fresh sprigs of basil and fresh sprigs of cilantro, and a little samba olik chili sauce to go with a little hot, spicy, garlicky chili sauce. And it was, guys, World Street Kitchen is so good. Their website's www.eatwsk.com if you want to check them out. It's kind of cool because their menu changes up. It's one of those things where they're writing it on paper because it's based on what's what's farm fresh, what's direct to table that they can get today. And so we come down here next week, they may have a completely different menu, or maybe they're getting more of the same fresh good stuff and they're having that today. But yeah, it was so good. The sweet on the barbecue, kind of like a Calbee sort of marinade. The sweet on the barbecue short rib beef with the savory and saltiness of that rice, those fresh pops, because it was fresh basil, fresh entire basil leaf, fresh cilantro. So you bite and you get those fresh pops of the fresh herbs in there. And then the sauce they had was kind of somewhat of a cream sauce. It was like if you've ever been to a Benihana or teppanyaki hibachi Japanese restaurant, they've got that white kind of seafood dipping sauce that you always want to get more of to dump on your fried rice. Picture that, but with some spiciness to it. And that was intermixed throughout the entire thing, and it was just perfectly, from top to bottom, this thing was perfectly balanced. So clearly they didn't just jam the ingredients in and flip it up and hand it to you. Have you ever gone to a burrito place and part of it's rice or part of it's all meat or part of it's all bean or whatever because they just slap it? This was obviously mixed up in there, and it was really perfectly balanced throughout. So if you get yourself to Minneapolis, Minnesota, you got to check out World Street Kitchen. Phenomenal food truck. Good, fresh, delicious food. Really fresh prepared. I mean, everything was Everything was totally spot on. So that made for a good Tasty Tuesday today. Definitely join me every Tuesday. I mean, I stream basically almost every day, but every Tuesday I specifically do Tasty Tuesdays. We check out the food truck scene in Minneapolis and St. Paul or wherever we're at. We check out different ethnic restaurants, different unique things that you might not get otherwise. During the wintertime, we hit the food challenges and things like that. You're going to see me eat just stupid things for fun. And really, this has been a great chance today to check out the casual culinary scene in Minneapolis. Like I said before, we've got this crazy, vibrant culinary scene here. 20 years ago, 15 years ago-ish, when I moved to Minnesota, I moved from Milwaukee, and in Milwaukee we had all mom and pop owned restaurants basically, and I was close enough to Chicago that you could go to Chicago for dinner to eat. Be back in Milwaukee was nothing. It was no big deal. It's that close together. So I had access to all these great restaurants. So I moved to Minnesota, and we had like TGI Fridays. We had Applebee's. We had Chili's. They picked Green Mill Pizza, which is a chain, as the best pizza in Minnesota. Literally, they voted Taco Bell as the best tacos at one point in time. I shit you not. Best Mexican food in Minnesota, they said Taco Bell. That'll give you some example of the living hell I had moved into. Well, over the years, everything's evolved and built, and the culinary scene has grown to a level that we now have Michelin star restaurants. We now have James Beard award-winning chefs. We now have farm to table. We have this wonderful fresh foods. We've got just amazing stuff. We've got a lot of fusion foods. And then that obviously sparked this next generation of chefs who have taken it to the streets, which is absolutely genius. If you love food, if you're a foodie, food trucks make so much. I mean, we've got one that's got a wood-burning brick fire, like wood-burning oven, the brick oven, inside a truck. Inside a food truck, they've got the big, and they do these wood-fire pizzas that are just mind-blowing. So these chefs, because they love the food, but don't like, didn't want to either didn't have the money to open a full-on restaurant, because that's like millions these days, or they didn't want to have to deal with all the BS. They were in it for the food and the excitement and the passion of the food, not the passion of doing human resources, not the passion of all that other crap, but the passion of the actual ingredients and the food and the balances and the flavors and the quality and stuff like that. Well, they were able to jump in with food trucks and with very little overhead, with very little maintenance. You're not cleaning out an entire restaurant. They're able to put out this just amazing product that they're excited about, passionate about. It also lets them experiment. It's harder to experiment on a full scale in a restaurant than it is to throw a weird item on a menu, maybe only make a couple of them, and you never have to do that again on a food truck because it didn't work, or it did work, or whatever. So we have become this real, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota has become this almost culinary secret among serious tourists who consider eating to be one of the forefront reasons they visit a place, to go check out the foods and the sites and stuff like that. So I definitely encourage you, if you find yourself coming to Minnesota, maybe you want to visit the Mall of America, the biggest shopping mall in the United States, and ride the indoor roller coasters and stuff like that. I would recommend that you pull away from there. Don't eat at Panda Express. Don't eat at Subway. Pull away from there. Get downtown. It's 2nd Avenue in Minneapolis between 5th and 6th Streets. And it's Martin Luther King Boulevard in St. Paul, between the Capitol building and the Cathedral in St. Paul. Those are the two drags that have the food trucks at them. And you'll get some just amazing foods. What's going on, Potato? How you doing? It's Tasty Tuesday. We're in downtown Minneapolis. Today we hit World Street Kitchen for an Asian fusion burrito. Warm flour tortilla. Beautiful Korean barbecued short rib. Fried rice. Gorgeous sauce. Doing bad. What's up? What's wrong that you're doing bad? That's not good. Yeah, what's the problem? Oh my gosh, that was so good. So good. Oh, that'll happen. Yeah, I'm telling you, totally worth having. Yeah, so well, there's no reason. I mean, I would have never thought to make this combo. I'm gonna probably try to reproduce the one I had today. So, like I said, it was Kalbi marinated short ribs. So a Korean barbecue short rib inside a warm flour tortilla with an amazing fried rice. It had beautiful cream sauce, a spicy cream sauce to it. It had fresh cilantro, fresh basil, and was served with a sambal oelek chili sauce, which is a chili sauce with fresh garlic in it. Absolutely a perfect fusion food. It was spot on. And you guys, if you have not yet followed or not yet subscribed to Riff the World, every Tuesday we do Tasty Tuesday. We check out the food truck scene. We check out the incredible ethnic food scene. In the wintertime when you can't go outside because, for example, I'm in Minnesota, but there aren't the food trucks outside in the wintertime. We do things like food challenges. The can you eat the gigantic whatever in this much time? You get a T-shirt, that kind of thing. So if you haven't given it a follow or if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. You'll know when we're live, and you can definitely check us out every Tuesday for our Tasty Tuesday. Today, it was World Street Kitchen. If you want to check them out online, it's www.eatwsk, so EATWSK.com. And if you want to check them out on Twitter or on Facebook, it's EatWSK1. Yeah, it's... What others? You're on the other side of the world. What other side of the world? Where are you at? How other side are you? Well, you can definitely always live vicariously through my food truck adventures. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out the video section, I just uploaded the short and edited version of my indoor skydiving adventure last Monday. And I've still got the entire Dark Arts Festival, the CD release party, and the bands. That's also in my video section. Again, if you're watching me on Facebook or if you're watching me on YouTube right now, I want you to get over to Twitch. Because that's where I host the live interactive chat at www.twitch.com/rifftheworld, RIFFTHEWORLD. And when you're there, make sure you give a follow. Doesn't cost you anything. You'll know when we're live. And if you want, go ahead and subscribe. You can subscribe for free if you're an Amazon Prime member. All you do is link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch. It gives you a free subscription. It actually helps financially support the stream. Because all of the equipment, all of the data line, all of everything like that I use is based on both donations and cheers, as well as subscriptions. And if you don't have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe the old school way, but by just clicking on subscribe as well. When you do subscribe, there are some subscriber benefits. They just introduced on Twitch subscribe only streaming. So we're actually having the ability to do streaming just for the subscribers. So if we want to put out special content and stuff like that, I'm not doing that yet. Because I want to see what other people lose their channels for streaming before I risk buying. But yeah, we are downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota right now for Tasty Tuesday, and we are on 2nd Street, pardon me, 2nd Avenue. Street and Avenue are different down here. We're on 2nd Avenue between 5th and 6th Streets. We tried out World Street Kitchen. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. I definitely recommend that you check it out. You really, if you haven't been down here, let me do a quick little pan. And now it's been a little bit, but the food trucks are all down here. We have blocks And these things are parked literally like touching bumper to bumper. We have blocks of food trucks. It's just absolutely an awesome culinary scene. So I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. Definitely, if I'm here, give a follow, like I said, or subscribe if you want. But I am going to wrap it up for today, for another Tasty Tuesday. Again, this is Riff from Riff the World. Follow, subscribe, whatever.